Hey y'all, hey y'all. Happy Thursday. Happy Thriving Thursday. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling, man? Listen, I hope somebody bought their big notepad today. Shorty, when I tell you, yo, the topic we getting into, yo, how to multitask effectively. Listen, yo, you gonna need the big notepad for this one, yo, because when you talk about being a leader, being a professional in this space, yo, that is a skill that you have to have, yo. So we're going to go in. You heard me. What's up, yo? Hey, yo, Breezy said I need that. Breezy, don't we all, yo? Don't we all yo? I can't wait to really get into it. And tell her how I was yo. And y'all, look, I didn't even know that Sid was already Sid and Cam Gotti too, yo. That they both was already hosting the Healing City Summit. I didn't know that they were hosting it. I knew they were a part of it, but I didn't know that they was hosting it. And I had to host this workforce development session that we do like every couple of months with these business owners with our Bloomberg partners, right? But I was double booked. So of course I'm gonna go to my go-tos, right? So I'm asking Sid and Cam Gotti, can they host it? They like, yeah, like not even thinking about it. Yo, come to find out, they had they two situations up, yo. They're hosting, Sid was hosting the Healing City Summit with Cam Gotti, and she was hosting the joint that I asked her to host the the workforce session, and Cam Gotti was hosting the Healing City Summit and also on as a participant, yo, with the workforce development session. Like, yo, and nobody knew really that they was like doing both except for me because they told me. But like when I tell you the professionalism and how they handled it and how they set themselves up for success, like, say that again, yo. Say that again. Money on top of money. Listen, y'all, I can't make this up, yo. You ever been in the same space, yo, and you getting paid twice to be in the same space? Y'all, y'all can't relate, yo. Y'all, y'all can't even relate to me, yo. Y'all can't relate. Yo, that's something like that's something like how one of my partners was trying to pay Elder, right? We already in the school. Mind you, we already in the school, right? Trying to pay Elder to basically do the same thing, but just like with some different students on the same time. I'm like, yo, let's make this happen, yo. Let's get this money on top of money on top of money. Not that it's about money, y'all, because y'all already know around here we don't chase the bag, yo. We let the bag chase us. But like, yo, that's how you multitask and that's how you work the system, yo. So we gonna do it, yo. We gonna do it, and especially this summer. Especially this, yo, yo. Somebody about to get some fat bags this summer, yo. Just be ready for us, yo. That's all I'm gonna say. Just be ready for. But we gotta get into this topic for real, for real. Yo, G Channel, is that you in the first spot, short? What's up, G Channel? Hi, hey G Channel, breathe in that top spot air, yo. I think this is your first time in the top spot. Breathe in that top spot air, yo. Shout out my man G Channel because G Channel really been on it, yo. When I tell you, he's become a solid mentor in these schools, especially for these young men, the young ladies too, but especially for these young men to be able to see one of their own in a leadership position, like making moves. So G Channel, so proud of you, yo. And like just to witness your growth and to see how far along you've come. Loving it, yo. Loving it, okay, guys. I'm manifesting. That's gonna be me. Yes, yo. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, yo. That's how we do, yo. That's how we do. Hey, since I gotta take this virtual environment at its advantage. Don't know how much longer it'll be. Yeah, yo, you have to, yo, get your money in this virtual environment. The cool thing is though, is that since things are starting to open up, we are starting to have more opportunities in person. So I'm excited because we're working out a space right now, y'all. So if this space comes through, we will be able to do this in person. Now, granted, yo, if you feeling the virtual, if you like the virtual, stay virtual, sweetheart, because we're gonna be streaming from the spot. So I'm gonna be streaming, showing you the food that we got. I'm gonna be streaming, showing you the people that's in the building and all that. Like, yo, yes, yo, we are definitely going to keep a hybrid situation. So for people that want to stay virtual, like go ahead and stay virtual. But if you want to rock with us in person, yo, pretty soon you are going to be able to rock with us in person. I already talked to the caterer because y'all know I don't play by my food and I ain't gonna feed y'all nothing I wouldn't feed myself. So got the caterer on the phone, like, look, it might not be too much longer. I might be putting in my order, yo. Yo, saying I need the chair you got when I host Winning Wednesdays or something about sitting in that chair. They give you a different vibe. 8K, God, I'm gonna see about shipping you out one, shorty. I got you, yo. I got yesterday, man. Definitely come in person, yo. Yo, and for my people that's been in person, yo, do y'all remember when every in-person session, yo, I always had a crispy $100 bill? Y'all remember that? Yo, I always had a crispy $100 bill every single time we was in person. And that was like the highlight. It wasn't like the best, but like, yo, that was like the highlight, yo. Being able to recognize somebody for their leadership, for their growth. And I wasn't ever looking for perfect people, yo. I wasn't ever looking for people that was doing everything right and all that. Like it was just all about growth. Like that was my growth $100 bill, yo. And I used to love planting that seed, yo. Like that was amazing, yo. You ever said, don't pick nothing all the way deep in the east. No, yo, the space that we working out, it's not final yet. So like I'm really not even supposed to be saying nothing, but y'all my family. It's not final yet. But the space might be the Hopkins building that's right next to City High School. So I know y'all know what building I'm talking about. You probably never even paid to know mine. Back in the day, even before my day, it was an old high school, Eastern. That's what it used to be. It was the old Eastern building. And now it's a Hopkins facility and it's right next to city. Like you just walk right across the street. It's right there. Um, and the thing that's drawing me to that building, anybody that's been into our Bloomberg building, you know, we got a little bougie. We used to like that upgrade situation. So on the inside, it's cool. It's not the Bloomberg upgraded situation, but it is cool and we can absolutely work with it. But the thing that's drawing me to that location, y'all, the thing that's drawing me to that location is the outside track. They got a nice track and field situation outside. So we would be able to share that with Loyola. So like that's what's getting me, yo, because especially like our elementary school babies that we working with and our middle school babies that we working with, they don't have like outdoor spaces for them to do like stuff like that. So we'll be able to get them over there and then we can pay y'all, people that's interested in like this whole sports stuff, like we can pay y'all to work with them in those areas. And of course, we would, you know, mix in like physical health along with mental health and like emotional well-being, like all that type of stuff around health, but really being able to do something physical with them as well. So yeah, I can't wait. No, it's not track star, it's not city's track. It's Loyola College. It's the track that they use. The university, yo, not she a runner, she's a track star. Hey yo, stop. Yeah, Cam Gotti, I did post it and it wasn't that bad. And also, aside from the track on right, like right there, is also a big gardening space. So my food insecurity people, yo, my food insecurity people, you can have an additional space. I know we got the space over there by our Wolf Street, but we can have that space as well to do like different things around like community gardening and working with the elementary and middle school kids on teaching them like how to plant their own food and all that stuff. Like it's just so much that you could do. So I know that it's a seasonal situation because we will only be outside during like spring, summer, and like part of the fall. But like, yo, if we got there, baby, we will be straight, yo. We will be straight. Neon say, what's up, Neon say? How you feeling? Jimmy the Dilemma. What's up, Jimmy the Dilemma? Cam Gotti. What's up, Cam Gotti? Breezy Breeze. What's up, Breezy Breeze? Kayla. What's up, Kayla? Kels. What's up, Kels? How you feeling, yo? Tay Bands. What's up, Tay Bands? How you doing, yo? Sid. What's up, Sid? How you feeling? Rally Rouse. What's up, Rally Rouse? How you doing, yo? Trackstar. What's up, Trackstar? How you doing, yo? Jimmy the Dilemma. What's up, Jimmy the Dilemma? Yes, your art studio, wherever we go, you're going to be there with a little art space or whatever that you can do different stuff. And shout out to Jimmy the Dilemma because y'all know our partner, Miss Keisha with Berries by Keisha. Y'all know she moved into that new space, right? And she want us to do those open mics where Tay Mans is going to be one of the hosts for the open mics. So be on the lookout for that. But she also wants to host like sip and paint events. And y'all know who I plugged in? Yes, indeed. Yes, ma'am. I sure did. Kev Gotti said, why I be feeling like we have less people lately. Hey, Kev Gotti, listen, we got the right people. I don't even know. All I know is we got the right people, and all I know is if you want some of my projects, then your little Cash App was dinging the day. Your little PayPal was dinging the day. If you want direct deposit, that means you making big money. If you want direct deposit, then you bringing in like 500 or better. I know that was dinging the day. So like, look, yo, that's all I be worried about, yo. that's 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 all I be worried about, yo. The right people, yo. What's up, Anaya? How you feeling? Good to see you, yo. Mr. Barnett, how you feeling, Mr. Barnett? Good to see you, yo. Good to see you. Um, I think I got everybody. Oh, my man's not in, Mr. Elaborator. What's up, Mr. Elaborator? How you feeling, yo? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You talked to her yesterday. Yep, I know that's right. Get on that, yo. Get on that. All right, y'all. Let's get into our topic, yo. How to multitask. Let me share my screen right fast. It's gonna look crazy for a minute. It's gonna look crazy for a minute, y'all. Let me share my screen. All right, pull this up real quick. Hopefully, y'all can see that. Y'all should be able to see that. All right, where we at? We on 310. Let me see. Can't can't wait till Jimmy get big and I can say I know her. Like, actually, that's what I'm telling y'all. Get a piece now while you can still afford it, because pretty soon it's going to be out of our price range and we won't be able to afford it, y'all. We will not be. So get it now. How to multitask effectively. And like y'all, like this is Jimmy the Dilemma. That's a great idea. A sale for new homeowners and renters. That's a great idea. Absolutely, y'all. Um, so like this is one of those things where it's like if you have this skill, you are really going to be able to bring like a whole different level of value to whatever spaces you find yourself in. And I'm noticing, especially on like some of the project works, especially people that's doing like more than one project, like sometimes balls are getting dropped. And I ain't about to drag nobody. I ain't calling no names or nothing like that. Like it's not even like that. But sometimes balls are dropped unnecessarily just because we haven't taken the steps that we could have taken in order to prevent those balls from being dropped or to manage ourselves. And when I say manage ourselves, like really talking about managing our time, managing our energy, and managing our communication so that we can really multitask and get things done in a way to where as though we are able to professionally handle our commitments and our obligations. One thing about this professional space, y'all, that you got to always remember is that it takes a really long time to build up your reputation and to build up trust, especially as like a top tier leader. Now, if you just average, bottom of the barrel, low level, you're not even going to understand none of the words that's coming out of my mouth. But for people who are really shooting to be at a high level of success, you want your name to actually mean something heavy. Like you want your name to be associated with professionalism at a high level. You want your name to be associated with reliability at a high level. Like a lot of that has to do with how well you are able to multitask and get things done so that when people think of your name, that's what they think of. What's up, Marcus Allen? Because even though it takes a long time and it's hard to build up your reputation and to build up trust, your reputation can be gone just like this. Your trust can be gone just like this when you drop in balls. And it don't matter if it's inadvertently or on purpose or whatever the case may be. And like that's what we want to avoid. Like y'all, it's some people that I don't care what it is. You ain't getting no recommendation from me. Why? Because I can't put my name on you because your professionalism is just not where it should be in terms of a recommendation from me. It's some people that wouldn't even be able to work effectively at a high level job because a lot of these positions, especially good paying positions and valuable positions, are really demanding this. So let's first talk about real quick for the sake of this conversation, like how do we define multitasking? And we're gonna keep it simple, y'all. We're gonna keep it simple. Performing more than one task at a time. Hey, Breezy Breeze, I know, yo. That's what I be doing, shaking my head. And like, yo, whole time, um, all people really be doing is damaging themselves and closing doors of opportunities for themselves. Like, it's crazy, yo. Thank you, Cam Gotti, on the notes. And y'all keep in mind again, like as we have this conversation, um, a lot of it can absolutely apply to things that are happening like outside of the workplace, outside of your professional situation. But for the most part, like what we talk about is going to be really focused on that professional environment, that professional space. So a lot of people would argue that multitasking is bad, right? And the reason why some people will argue that multitasking is bad, because you got your people right here in this bucket that say, no, 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 you should only focus on one thing at a time. And that's it. Breezy said they don't even be knowing what they be doing. Absolutely. So you got your people that's in that bucket that say you should only focus on one thing at a time. Um, but the thing is, y'all, sometimes like that's just not an option, depending on where you are. And it's not that the people in that bucket are wrong. And I agree with the people in that bucket situationally. So, like, as we get into talking about this more and really start talking about like strategies and stuff, you got to define for yourself what task you should multitask on, right? You got these tasks over here. and what things are just that important that they just really need to be standalone. So you got to decide that for yourself. But if you find yourself over here more than you are over here, then that's probably going to be a little bit of a problem, because then that means that you are just spending, all your time, all your energy, all your space just on this one thing. And it's not that you aren't getting things done, and it's not that your work is crappy, but it's that these other priorities are kind of getting neglected when they also may need your attention as well. So again, y'all, decision making is important here, because when you got something that's of high level, like, urgent, important, you might want to just take time out, get that done, and then go back to multitasking some of the other things. Uh, Brady said multitasking can help a lot. Absolutely. Gemma, being successful requires multiple things, having your attention at some point. Absolutely. Marcus Allen said knowing how to multitask effectively is very valuable. Absolutely. And that's why we about to get into it, because it is a very valuable skill. Now, y'all know how my little drawing be real quick, but for the sake of grounding our conversation, let's just look at what your brain be looking like sometimes. All right. When we are doing just a single task, right? Our brain is just like this. And it's the front part of your brain that's really working, right? That's doing all the decision making and the thinking and determining, all right, when do we switch over to this, or when do we do that? Blah, 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 all that good stuff. This is your brain when you have two tasks, right? Sometimes you just got two things that you're doing. So basically, we are splitting this energy right here. We're using one part to do our one task, and then we over here using the other part to do our other task. Jimmy said, overwhelming yourself with too many unnecessary tasks is not multitasking. Cut out what is contributing to you being successful when you're absolutely. And we're going to get into that too, Gemma, because that's a big part of one of the strategies once we get to talking about the strategies of how to multitask. Because a big part of multitasking is, like, first deciding what the heck you should be working on. Like, you shouldn't even be working on everything. If you're working on everything, like, that right there is a problem within itself. Hey, thank you, Sid. I be trying, Sid. Yo, I be trying, y'all. All right. And this is how our brain be looking when we doing multiple tasks, y'all. And remember, we're using that front part where our decision making is happening. That's the part that we're using. And this right here, let's just assume that this person is a good multitasker, y'all. Hey, yeah. Cam Gotti, not I'm giving orders. Hey, yo, stop playing Mr. Barnum, enjoy the joy. Look, I'm just trying to give, just like a tad bit of visual, so that as we had this conversation, you can also just kind of visualize, like, not Joni, but bye, yo. Cut Verizon, go over there and cut her janky internet off right now, yo. Bye, Jimmy to deliver, yo. Listen, anyway, this is just so we can have, like, just a little bit of a illustration as to, like, what's happening in your brain, because, like, this is how the front part of your brain is, like, really pulsating, working, trying to focus, like, on these different things, like, at these different times, yo. Yo, Cam Gotti, get her, yo. Stop playing. All right. So so what's happening, right? What what are some things that are happening? So first of all, your attention span is going to decrease. So, and I mean, that's just obvious, right? So, as you are working on things and you add more things to your plate, just naturally your attention span to be able to, handle other oncoming things that's coming, it's going to decrease. Doesn't mean that you can't do it. And as a leader, y'all, this is where your executive decision making is going to come into play, because depending on what's coming at you, that might be a higher priority than what's going on with these multiple tasks. So decision making is very, very key when it comes to this. Um, Sometimes your productivity can decrease. And again, like, yo, everybody's on the right look like, hey, but get him off of here, y'all. Listen, um, sometimes your productivity can decrease because if you are multitasking in a way that's like unorganized, then really you end up not getting anything done. You end up basically having half finished products, or um, the things that you are producing aren't done as effectively as they could have been done. You know how people say, like, sometimes they just like turning in some bull crap? Like, sometimes that's what it is. And again, y'all, when it comes to this multitasking thing, your decision making is going to be key, because if you see yourself slip into a space where what you are turning in, you're not going to be able to turn in like your best work or something that's acceptable, then you need to pull back. Then basically you're doing too much, and you got to know what your too much is. Um, Attention span. Thank you, Cam Gotti, and could possibly start being unorganized, and your work ethic could be effective. Absolutely. Yes. 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 Thank you, Marcus Allen. Thank y'all. Um, and then two right here, y'all. Your stress levels. Your stress level is going to go up, shorty. Your stress level is going to go way up. And this is why we stress so much about emotional intelligence and being able to manage your emotions, because when you are managing like a lot of different things, especially if you over here with multiple tasks, like, just automatically you're going to be operating at a higher level of stress. And how you handle that is going to mean everything, especially in a leadership position, y'all. Now, if you're not worried about presenting yourself as a leader, and if you're not worried about getting to like a next level in terms of your professional space wherever you are, then don't even worry about this part. Why? Because the people who are in the leadership positions, they are already looking at how to help you manage your stress level. Like, because we already know that that people who are kind of like at those lower levels, they're gonna let the stress get to them. They're gonna let everything that's on their plate be a fire. You ever seen somebody like really legit running around like a chicken with their head cut off? Like, everything is on fire and it's like they can't get a hold or control of nothing. That's what that looks like when those stress levels go up like that. But as a leader in the space that we are in, we understand how to dial into our emotions, and we can feel ourselves getting stressed, and we already know what to do. We know, okay, maybe we need to step back for a second. Or if we don't have the time to step back, if this is not a time where we can step back, we understand how not to take it personal. We understand how to focus on the goal and what needs to be done. And we can basically visualize like what the end looks like. Like, we know that, all right, this is just a temporary situation. Like, yeah, I'm stressing right now because I got all this stuff to get done. But you know what? By 7, 8 o'clock tonight, I'm going to be done with it and I'll be able to relax. eat a piece of sweet potato pie if that's what you want to do, you know. But that's how leaders are looking at it. So even though we are operating on a high level of stress, people not about to be able to tell. Y'all, secret. I operate at a high stress level every single day. Every single day, yo. Building a business in the space that we are in and doing the work that we do is very stressful. Do I wear that on my sleeve? Absolutely not. Do I wear that in my attitude? Nah. Are people going to feel that in my energy? No, yo. No. It's a time and place for everything. Now, if you like on like our official staff and you come to like our official staff meetings or we having like that type of conversation behind the scenes, then like, absolutely. I'm gonna be real. We're gonna talk about it and like it is what it is. But when we working, when we on stage, nah, we put that to the side because that's not what it's about. It's about being able to manage that and still be effective at what you are doing. Jimmy said I was a little stressed today because the emails were so full and I was having trouble finding emails and responding to people on time. Hey, listen, I feel you on that, yo. I feel you on that. Marcus Allen said, yeah, take a little minute to chill. We'll take some deep breaths. Absolutely. You got to figure out what works for you. Different things work for different people. So you got to figure out what that is for you. Too blessed to be stressed. Man, listen, say that again, y'all. It's like every time I finish an opportunity, I check my emails to see 3 new ones requesting me. Yes, Sid. And yo, Sid, that's a direct result of you building your reputation as a leader and building yourself up in terms of like the brand that you have. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, yo, I already know if I put Sid on it, I ain't gotta worry about it. If I put Sid on it, my partner not about to call me talking about like, yo, like Miss Joni, what's going on? This ain't heartbeat energy. Like, yo, if I put Sid on it, I ain't gotta backtrack or double back or watch my nothing. If I put Sid on it, I already know, yo. I'm getting hecker messages about how great this was, how amazing this was, how just effective and impactful the whole situation was. And like, yo, I'll be wanting to stretch my circle of people that I go to first. But it's like, yo, that's a process. I'm definitely all about giving people chances. So, like, people who raise their hand and say, Miss Joni, I want to be in this space. I want to do more. I want more responsibility. I'm going to give it to you straight off the break, yo, and see what you do with it. But when you drop and fumble the ball, baby, you ain't got to worry about me. I will not be knocking on your inbox. Please just block me and get it over with. But like, yo, my people that I know, I ain't got to worry about it. Yo, I'm in their box on a weekly basis with opportunities, yo. And this is the opportunity folder because I got an opportunity folder that's public on the link in the bio, but I got an opportunity folder that is not public. And those are my high level opportunities. And only the people that get them get the link to that one. Like, that's something serious. All right, y'all, pros and cons. I don't know what happened to my laptop. It's over here hating on me real bad. Let me get this back real quick. Yo, yes, heavy on that one, yo. Something isn't meant to be shared with. Hey, Kai, say that again, yo. Everything is not meant to be shared with everybody, yo. Absolutely. But please don't misunderstand, yo. The goal is for everybody that want it, because not everybody want to be in those spaces. But the goal is for everybody that want it, for you to also be able to have those high ticket opportunities, yo. Now I got a love-hate relationship with technology. I know, yo, the bag is definitely chasing us. All right, y'all. Pros and cons. Let's talk about it real quick, and then we got to get into some of these strategies. So some of the pros, yo, is that multitasking can absolutely save you some time, yo. It can save you some time. It can also sharpen your senses. You know how people say if you don't use it, you lose it? We used to say that all the time in Comcast, y'all, about your skills, like certain skills that you attain. And I was really, really big on hiring people from the bottom up. Very, very rarely would I take somebody from the outside and just put them into like a leadership position. Very rarely would I do that. The only times that I would do that is if they came from like a similar background and they worked their way up. Why? Because I know that you understand what the people who are going to be reporting to you, you understand what they are going through, and to some extent, you have some of those basic skills so you can help them when they get stuck. But the thing about that is, as you get further away removed from like some of those tasks and doing like the day-to-day stuff, because you aren't using those skills, you lose those skills. And the same thing here when it comes to like this multitasking situation. If you aren't practicing like how to look at two things at any given time, or how to work on multiple high priority tasks, like if you aren't using that, then you're not going to be able to function if you get in a high pressure space where that demand is like basically put on you. um your resilience is going to be off the chain. Definitely going to improve your resilience. Definitely going to improve your flexibility. And that flexibility is a big one, yo. Um, this one is a big one, yo. Learn how to work in chaos. And this isn't because you create the chaos. Yes, God, time waits for nobody. Use it, yo. This isn't because you create the chaos, but sometimes the workspaces that we are in are just chaotic. But like, yo, when you are in a chaotic workspace, you don't become part of the chaos. We are leaders, yo. We don't become part of the chaos. We look at it, we take it for what it is. We learn the lessons that we're supposed to learn from that, but we keep ourselves above the chaos. We keep ourselves in a space where we are able to multitask and get things done, still be effective, and still be impactful. And that one is a hard word, y'all. Yo, yo, chaotic isn't the word. Listen, I know, Marcus Allen, it be hard, yo. It be hard. But this is what separates the leaders from everybody else. And y'all, when I was at McDonald's, Comcast, this is why I was getting elevated so quickly, because I wasn't getting mixed up in the chaos. Our workplaces was not perfect. Our workplaces was horrible. They were a mess. But you know what? Joni Hollifield wasn't a mess. And Joni Hollifield didn't allow the chaotic situation around me to stress me out, to throw me off task, to put me in a place where now I'm gossiping with everybody else and I'm complaining. Almost cuss real quick, y'all. But y'all know people be being and complaining. Like, yo, no, Joni Hollifield wasn't doing that. Joni Hollifield was looking for solutions. Joni Hollifield was demonstrating how to get work done, how to be purposeful, how to still be impactful and bring value to a space. And people was looking at that like, wow, she need to be the supervisor. She need to be the manager. She need to be the director. Oh, we need her up here. Like, because she need to be the one setting the tone and helping to create the environment. And it takes a really strong heart and a really strong mind to not get sucked in, yo. Weak minds are going to get sucked in every single time, yo. And that's why learning stuff like this is so important, because once you learn how to recognize it, then you can deal with it. And once you learn how to deal with it, you become a beast, yo. Marcus Allen said, my job is hectic, but I keep everybody together. I don't have a choice. Yeah, listen, man, I feel you. Breezy Breeze said, I've been trying to manage softball, my projects and stuff. It's a struggle. Absolutely. It definitely is a struggle, yo. Why? Because some of the cons is it's going to cause burnout sometimes, yo. When you multitask and when you take on a lot of things, yo, sometimes it can cause you to burn out, yo. We already said this, but I'm going to put this on here again because it's so important. Excessive stress. You can definitely have excessive stress. Sometimes people are going to develop sleeping problems, yo. Sometimes you won't be able to sleep just because you got so much on your mind. Like you don't know how to turn it off. You multitasking and you got all these different things going on that you don't know how to put yourself in a place of peace and a place of calm. This is why that decision making and being able to manage your emotions is so important, yo. Because when you know how to manage those things, then you can alleviate some of these issues. Kai said, I feel like being in groups is the problem because in today's world, there's no communication and people get upset over every little thing. And Kai, that's the exact reason why we need people who are skilled in leadership. That's the reason why. Because when you have good leaders who are creating a good environment, it don't matter what group you got. That group is going to operate and that group is going to be effective. And people that don't come in, well, people that come in that don't want to be effective and don't want to be a part of that, they are going to roll out. That's why we got such high turnover. Like even if you look at Comcast, I mean not Comcast, Heart Smiles. If you look at Heart Smiles, it's our culture that makes us successful and makes us different. But everybody can't survive in this culture. And that's why you see some people on the project today and then they gone tomorrow, never to be seen or heard from ever again. Everybody's not ready to be held accountable. And one thing about the Hot Smiles culture, we're going to hold you accountable. Everybody's not ready to be a professional. That's fine if that's not what you want. But one thing about our culture, you're going to be a professional. Everybody don't want to be a leader. That is cool, yo. And if you don't want to be a leader, there are hundreds of youth programs out here that you can be a part of that's not focusing on leadership. But for us in our culture, like that's what we want. We want to build leaders because we understand that that is going to be a key into helping our communities get out of poverty. Like that's like the plan is the plan and the vision is so much bigger than just you and I. So it's all like, yo, we got to operate and be a certain way, but you can't do that if you don't have effective leadership, yo. Martin Allen said, fatigue be low and you be stressed. You be slowly learning what it means to lead and be a leader. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Breeza, it'd be hard because I never know where the burnout come from. Yeah, yo, absolutely, Mr. Bonnet. Having insomnia sucks. Yeah, like listen, I already know. Trackstar, how can we manage that? Yes, and we about to get into these strategies, but the bottom line is, Trackstar, with that is being able to understand your emotions and manage your emotions because that's the root of it. You are getting stressed out because your emotions are running high. Your anxiety or like you being fearful, like all those emotions. And this is why I used to tell my managers at Comcast, right? I used to tell them, I'm like, yo, if you're stressed, you're choosing to be stressed. Like, because at the root of it, if you really think about it, like stress kind of is a choice, yo. Because with any given situation, and this is why it's so important to understand the things that are completely outside of your control. But if any given situation that comes to you, you can choose whether or not you're going to give it your energy and give it your attention. That's a choice. That don't just happen automatically. That is a 100% choice. And me personally, because I work under a lot of stress, I am very picky about the things that I give my energy and my attention to. If it's something that's completely outside of my control, you can have it. Why am I about to stress over it? Why am I about to waste my time on it? It's not within my control. the things that are within my control and the things that I do care about, yes, I'm going to give them my time and I'm going to give them my energy, but I'm also going to be aware of the fact that I got to take care of me first. Because if I don't take care of me, then I can't take care of nobody else and nothing is going to get done. So you got to be strategic in how you spend your time and your energy. Uh, Jim said it's not for everyone, but we got to get the people who don't want it. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. And that's why I be begging y'all every single week, Jim, the dilemma, to get me at least one person. Because what they not going to say is that they ain't know. Kai said one thing about I don't do drama. I feel like a lot of people just put their pride aside and keep it professional. The world would be a better place. Yeah, absolutely, y'all. Absolutely. And that's a hard thing to do. Um, and sometimes over here too, y'all, like people can be focusing on the wrong priorities. And that be a whole big situation, y'all. A whole big situation. And not that we should depend on it, but people that do depend on motivation, yo, motivation be low. It be low when you multitasking and you stressed and all this other stuff like that. So let's get into some real strategies, yo. And let's answer this question that Trackstar asked around like how, yo. What are some of the things that we can do, yo? How? The first thing that you can do, yo, is create an overview of the things that need to be done. And I know that might sound a little elementary, but trust me, yo, it works. When you have an overview and you got to put it in whatever like space feels right for you. For me, my space is a whiteboard. I just personally love whiteboards because I can write out what I'm working on, what I need to get done. I can erase it when it's no longer valid. And basically, all day, especially when I'm in like my office space, I can just look at my whiteboard. I can glance at my whiteboards and just basically kind of see, okay, at a glance or overview of the things that I need to get done. And don't worry about it being all pretty and creative and all that type of stuff like that. Just worry about having something that makes sense to you. Because sometimes some of my notes and stuff on my whiteboard, if somebody else was to look at it, they will be completely lost. They wouldn't even know. But you know what? I know how to navigate it and it works for me. So that is that is the most important thing is that it works for you. If you are working with other people, yo, you can delegate. Talk to your people, yo. If you have a team of people or if you have somebody that you are working with, especially for my people who are on some of these projects and you are taking lead on some of these projects, and yo, stop, Cam Gotti. Like, yo, delegate, yo. It give other people things to do and play on their strengths. It is nothing more satisfying than being able to hand over something that's a high priority. It needs to get done, but you know what? It don't got to get done by you because somebody else within the team is more than capable of being able to handle it. So being able to do that, yo, prioritize heavy, 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 heavy. If you don't prioritize, yo, nothing else really is going to matter if you don't prioritize. Prioritizing and figuring out what needs to be on your plate in the first place is like the the foundation. If you don't get that part right, yo, you are going to find yourself working on things that don't matter. And you're going to find yourself basically on that stationary bike. You trying to get from point A to point B. Thank you, Kai. I'm so happy that you loving this, yo. But like, yo, you're going to be on that stationary bike trying to get from point A to point B. Baby, you sweating. Your hair a mess. Your underarms stinking because you sweating. Your little shirt is drenched. You're working, but you're working on the wrong things because you got stuff on your plate that shouldn't be on your plate. And you got stuff that you are prioritizing that should not be a priority. Please start there. All right. This one gonna sound crazy, but you gotta do it. Know when to take your break, y'all. Yes, sis said prioritizing saves me every single time. Yeah, yo, listen. Having the right things on your plate is an absolute must, yo. You gotta know when to take a break. Even if you on the tightest of the tightest deadlines, yo, being able to get up and walk away from whatever space you are working diligently on and whatever do it for you, yo. Getting a little bit of fresh air, looking out the window, whatever it is for you, yo, you figure it out, but do that. Even if it's only in small increments. And when I say small, I'm really thinking like the 5 minutes or the 10 minutes or something like that. Y'all, when the pandemic was raging, and we like really couldn't go nowhere, and we was like 1,000% work from home, yo, what? I stayed getting up, just walking outside, walking to the end of my block, back up. And that did wonders just for me being able to, take my little break in my way. So you got to make sure that you are taking that break. Candace, I was just saying this last week, prioritize the most important. Yup. Said I struggle with delegating because I don't like people half doing things. I need to. Said, yes, I feel you. A lot of us leaders in this position, y'all, that is definitely a struggle of ours. And that's why it's important to play on people's strengths. So being able to know the people on your team, like what they good at. And sometimes that's not going to always be apparent. Sometimes you got to ask questions, like figuring out, okay, well, first of all, what do you like to do? And after you like establish that, being able to like just look at things, maybe give them some low priority things, see how they do on that, and then just really start to figure out like where their strengths lie, and then give them things that are within their strength scope and communicating them to them too. Like, look, I really need this done at 1,000%. I really need this done high level. And having hard conversations when people are producing things that's not where it should be, but then also understanding and knowing how to support them when they want to get better. Now, when people don't want to get better, that's when we got to do the turnover situation. But when people want to get better, as a leader, it's up to us to be able to find creative ways to help them grow. Trackstar said, I feel like I'm getting better prioritizing and not overwhelming myself and learning how to just to say no. Yeah, sometimes you gotta do that too. And thank you, Trackstar, for that, because y'all know we love us a boundary. So you got to be able to set boundaries when it comes to multitasking. And just like Trackstar said, sometimes that is saying no if you have to say no, but then other times it's being realistic about your timelines and what you can do. So if somebody is coming to you on a Thursday saying they need something by Friday and you know you need at least a good 3 days, don't just settle and say, oh yeah, all right, okay, you can get it Friday, but being real with that person. Like, yo, I would love to get it to you on Friday, but I need at least 3 business days in order to really produce high level work for you. Can you give me until Wednesday? And just being open, honest, and upfront about that. And even on these projects, y'all, I see it all the time. So many people would not be in hot water with their projects if they would have just communicated a little better and really help people understand, okay, what can you do? Maybe you can't do this, but what else can you do? Okay, maybe this time doesn't work or you're not able to meet this deadline. Well, what can you do? And like just being real and not just dropping the ball and allowing people to make their own assumptions about your reputation and about your brand. Because once you start getting branded as you're unreliable and you're unprofessional and all that, then guess what? Your doors of opportunity start closing. Listen, they start closing. Stay organized. Yo, if you want to multitask, you gotta be able to stay organized, yo. And again, that organization is going to look different for all of us. So you got to figure out what works best for you in helping to keep yourself stay organized, and how you are able to hold yourself accountable to whatever that system may be. So those are the hows. All right. And some things that are just like good to use if you want to become an effective um multitasker. Automate your notifications. And again, this is another one that's going to look different for different people. So for me, I know that if I got to be locked into something with like no distractions or whatever like that, I just go ahead, put my little do not disturb on, and just, silence it all. But depending on like what it is and how much energy and attention it demands, like you can set different alarms to like let you know when you need to get something done or how long you should work on something. This is one thing, y'all. And this is a hard skill to master, but if you master it, you will be so much better off for it. Being able to do things within the time it takes to do them and not the time that you have allotted, right? So if you have a notification, if you know that something is should only take you 30 minutes to do, right, and you set your notification, your alarm to ding you in 30 minutes, now you have like a small little level of accountability to be able to check in. All right, this should be done right now. Versus if you just block yourself off for 2 hours from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. to get it done. Just because you got the 2 hours, yo, the thing that should have took you 30 minutes now is going to take you 2 hours just because you got the 2 hours. And not saying that is nothing wrong with that, like per se. Like, it's not necessarily nothing wrong with that if you block your 2 hours and that's the time that you allocated yourself to do. But in this conversation about multitasking and being efficient and, being wise about how we use our time and how we use our attention, like basically because you took that extra hour and a half just because you got it, like you like low key wasted time. And you could have either been moved on to another priority task, or you could have took a much needed break, because we need those mental and emotional breaks sometimes so that we can come back better and harder. So definitely figuring out, how to use those things for you. Um, in the breakdown, yeah, Mr. Bonnet, when you want to wake at a certain time, you get your times. You literally wake up exactly on that time. Yeah, but Mr. Bonnet, yeah, this is like a little next level from just like waking up. Like this is like your alarms on like when you gotta get certain things done. But breaking down your task. So like sometimes we fail to break down those really big things that we got to get done into 5 or 10 smaller things. Like definitely if you are able to just like knock something out, like how we just said, don't waste no time. Go ahead and knock something out. But some things you're not going to be able to get done in an hour, 2 hours, not even in one whole day. So you got to be strategic about how you break that down and about how you schedule your time to be able to say, all right, I'm maybe going to do this particular part on Tuesday, and I'm going to come back on Thursday and do this particular part. And then on Monday, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up, and it'll be a finished product. Depending on what you got going on, depending on what it is, yo, you might be in that boat where you got to break stuff down like that. So then that way, it's not like you spending an entire workday working on just one thing when you got other things to also work on. Can guys, I need Thrive Thursday to be long. Hey yo, chill, yo. We got out time, yo. We got out time. And look, use your downtime wisely, yo. And I know that one might sound like a little trivial, but like when you do have your downtime, like don't waste your downtime on stuff that's not like helping you. So the things don't have to be related to like your goal or the project or whatever it is that you're working on. But like even the things that you are doing in your downtime, like should be things that are useful and helpful to you as a person, as a whole person, you know? So really, really, really make sure that you are careful and cautious about who you spend your downtime with and what you spend your downtime on, because there's so many people, especially young people, who got a lot of potential, a lot of great things going for themselves, but it's all like, yo, in your downtime, you're really allowing the devil to take over your idle mind and really getting yourself hooked up and mixed up and stuff that's like not even a good look, and that's going to tear down all the great things that you are doing on the opposite side. So it's just not even worth it, yo. I'm so glad y'all thought this was a great session, yo. I'm so glad, yo. That makes me happy because that's what it's about, yo. That's what it's about. I'm at my time, though. This was amazing. I hope that somebody was able to take something away from it. Yo, my man, my man Beats. Hey, no, it won't let me hop on. Hey, yo, Beats. I was just about to say you not coming on, yo, because you ain't never hit me back earlier. It won't let you hop on because you ain't got the link. Let me let me get you the link, yo. Hey Breezy, hey yo, I'm so glad Breezy that you was able to use this. I asked you earlier, Beast, was you coming? And you ain't hit me back, so I wasn't trusting you. I figured you wasn't coming, yo. But I'm sending you the link right now. Yo, I thought I was about to have to do my begging, yo. I thought I was about to have to do my begging y'all to get me my one every single week. And I was about to get ready to tell y'all to go be productive, y'all. I was ready. I was so ready, yo. Yo, it's all right, Beats. You doing a lot, yo. You multitasking, yo. Beats multitasking, yo. We love it, yo. But Beats about to get on here, y'all. Beats about to rock out with y'all. And look, if you have not signed up to come rock with us on Saturday, y'all, make sure you get with what? Breezy, Jim of the Dilemma, Mr. Bonnet is on here. Get with them if y'all want to come rock out with us on Saturday, y'all. And please make sure I get plenty of pictures and videos, y'all, because people be doing me dirty, y'all. I don't be getting them pictures and videos like I need, y'all. But Saturday is definitely gonna be fun. They gonna have a good time. Y'all already know. Got the food and transportation on deck, so we there. Get my man Beats up in here. What's up, Beats?
Hey, Miss Jody.
Oh,
Sorry I
forget
ain't hit
what
you
I said.
back.
They full.
Yeah.
They full. No, you good. Beats. You good. I know you be doing a lot. That's why I wasn't even stressing you, yo. I already know you be doing a lot.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, my man probably stressed out. Don't even worry.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
shoot.
how you feeling today?
Sheesh. Well, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy to be here, really. Like, I can't complain right now. I can't. Yeah,
That's
way too
awesome. We
good.
love it. We love it. All right. Well, good to see
Uh,
you. I'm about to let you do your thing. Thank you for being
okay.
here.
Yeah, no problem. All right, how y'all doing? Hey, what's up? Hey, sorry y'all. I am. What is it like? 4 minutes late from my time. It's like Miss Johnny said, I was multitasking and I'm just going through the motions. But I'm here now. What's up, everybody? Yeah, let's get it up in here. I'm excited for what we got today, for real. Let me say hello to everybody before I get started. Let me do that. Yeah. Okay. Hey, what's up? Let me see. What's up, Antonio? What's up, Gemma? Hey, Cam. What's up? What's going on? Yeah. Man, I'm excited for today's session. Um, Sheesh. Yeah, this week has been interesting. For real. I like had like a lot of ups and downs. Yo, one thing real interesting in this week. I don't know if anybody relates to this, but like you ever had like a lot on your spirit, like you just been feeling like real weighed down. Um, by just like, and it don't gotta be like you can be like eating good, you can be like in a good household, but if you're not right spiritually, then something just ain't right. Hold on, my mom at the door. Give me 1 second. But yeah, is anybody even feeling like that? Yeah, so really, yeah, I'm like I'm upset to hear that. Really, like I wish everybody that I know that have like clear conscience, clear spirit. Um, but I know like really like today, just this week, and like just like telling the truth, bro. Just honesty. Hey, what's up, Kayla? Honesty about like how you feeling and just being like upfront. And sometimes the truth is like hard to like spit out your mouth. Like I'll be the first to tell you that it's not the easiest thing to tell the truth that like you don't feel like saying because you know it'll make somebody uncomfortable or like that it's not gonna invoke a positive response. Um, but like I just been getting a lot of like truths off my chest recently, and it's been like one by one, truth by truth. I just been feeling like, oh man, like I feel free. Like my mind is like not as bogged down as it was before, and I'm happy to say that I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good this week. You know, usually I'm feeling like all right, like I'm feeling meh, but I'm feeling good this week. But what about y'all? Like, how y'all feeling? Let me know. Excited for what we're about to get into. Okay, let me share my screen real quick. So today we got a very special session. Um, and speaking on the truth, I'm gonna just be upfront and personal with y'all. All right. So let me tell y'all, right? Let me tell y'all. Even though like I'm on my 90s resurgence now, these last like 2-3 months, I've been on the 90s resurgence. I've been listening to 90s music. I've been, finding out about people. I've been like, oh shoot, they the ones that made Candy Rain, like it's Candy Rain my joint. So I've been on the 90s resurgence and on this 90s resurgence journey, along with this is actually one of y'all suggestions. I forgot who gave it to me, but this is one of y'all suggestions. On this 90s journey, found out about Aaliyah, man. And man, look, I ain't never had a woman crush before, and that's a lot. But Aaliyah, man, I just look and I'm like, man, I ain't getting no sleep tonight, man. I'm gonna just be staying up all like Aaliyah, man. Damon Dash, that man is, and there's one lucky man right there. Look, man, and like he gave me hope too, cause like, look, like I was like, man, if he can do it, man, then I could probably do it too. Maybe not Aaliyah, but like gave me some hope for real. Yeah, so man, looking into Aaliyah, I found out a lot. Yeah, she's definitely a beautiful person, and along with being a beautiful person, she's a beautiful personality. That's something that because I was wondering like why are so many people like throwing up the name Aaliyah, 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 and it's because like she's really like it's like who she was as a person preceded like the things that she did like as well just in like her career, right? Because she definitely had like an amazing career, like nothing doubting about that. But just like all the accounts that I heard about her are just like positive, and they're just like, yo, she's such like a calm and warm soul, never gets angry, like she never loses her cool and who she is as a person. And that really like, I guess it inspired me, and that's something I'm gonna talk on after I go through her story. But man, one thing that really set me up was like, y'all know the movie Honey, man. The movie Honey, that's my joint right there. Like that's my childhood. Like let me get some popcorn, Kool-Aid packet, like let me sit down and enjoy it. Honey, she was gonna be in Honey before the tragic accident, man. Yo, if Leo would have been in Honey, man, I would have known about her way sooner. Man, yo, let me get into it, man. Let me get into it. I'm about to. I can go on and on about it. Real. Honey, you never seen Honey? Man, Honey is such a good. It's a hood classic, man. It's like that's African American history right there, man. Like it's like Honey is like it's in the same category as Step Up. If you seen Step Up 1, 2, or 3, Honey is kind of in that similar category. Like dance movies and like it's like the dance and yeah, that's a bop right there. Like you definitely going. We said they had Honey and they had Honey too, and she would have been perfect for that role, man. Um, so yeah, and now it turns out on one of her album covers, it has you never heard of Step Up either. Yo, how young are you, man? Step Up was filmed in Baltimore. Yo, how you gonna be from Baltimore? Not heard of Step Up, yo. That's wow. You got Step Up, man. Um, shoot, dang. That's all I can think of right now. But I know, The Wire, yeah. We got our movie. But yeah. So Aaliyah, man. Aaliyah Dana Hutton was born in Brooklyn on January 16, 1979. And she is of African and Native American ancestry. Her parents were Michael and Diane, and she has an older brother, Rashad, with whom she was really close with. Her father ran a homeless shelter, and her mother, Diane, was a singer and put her young daughter in vocal lessons when she was just 5. So she's been at it for a while. And Aaliyah's first gigs were singing for the homeless at her father's um, workspace. My bad. Her uncle was an entertainment lawyer who was once married to the soul legend Gladys Knight, and her uncle was about to hook up Aaliyah, which was dope. So her family was struggling in New York and moved to Detroit to be close to their cousins and extended family. Regardless of the move, Aaliyah and her family were still in pursuit of turning her talents into an early career as a performer, so she kept at it. And she auditioned for a part on Family Matters. Unfortunately, she didn't get it, but bro, if I would have seen, man, there's so much stuff I would have wanted to see her on Family Matters, yo. Like, I'm imagining like Family Matters is like the little, yeah, man, yeah, whatever. Oh, Aaliyah, man, sheesh. She also appeared on the talent show Star Search, and she sang "My Sweet Valentine." My bad. And she didn't win the show, and she cried following the announcement. But an opportunity was just around the corner when she took the stage with her auntie Gladys in Las Vegas for 5 nights. 2 years later, she ended up signing with her uncle's label, Blackground Records and Jive Records. And she was only 12 years old when she was introduced to R. Kelly. Um, and I think she fell in love with him. So he became her songwriter and began mentoring the young beauty. Her first album was conveniently titled "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number" and was produced by him, and it went double platinum. Um, and man, like now that I look back at like this bio, like it's really more like it wasn't like he was mentoring her. It was more like he was like grooming her in a weird way. This is gross, bro. It's gross. Considering like, man, I don't even want to get into it. So, uh, even though the album did well, the public didn't share his lax views on the age again, and rumors of the appropriate relationship started to surface. So, it turned out a marriage certificate between the two was published by Vibe magazine, proving the illegal union of then 15-year-old Aaliyah to 27-year-old R. Kelly. Gross, bro. That's like what, when he was 12, she was 0. That's not even like that's no. So naturally, her parents were not happy, and they had the marriage annulled. And Aaliyah split from her label and never ended up associating with R. Kelly again. Aaliyah then signed with Atlantic Records and began working with Timberland and Missy Elliott. So those two were worried that she would be like a difficult diva, like that the persona that she was putting on wasn't actually who she was, like on the TV screen. But they were surprised when they saw how warm and welcoming she was. And their album won in a million. Oh, bro, hold on, wait, no, hold on, wait. Okay, how far did I go? I completely forgot about the slides. I always do that. So this is the one in a million record that she made with what is it called? Timberland and Missy Elliott. So this went it sold over 8 million copies worldwide, and more Aaliyah was becoming a fashion icon and role model who could balance being a sex symbol and a lady all at the very same time. And she ended up starting a fashion movement. The press labeled as ghetto goth. So I have a couple pictures here. I wanted to put more, but I thought these two accurately represented kind of what ghetto goth is supposed to be. Um, and it's like I saw a lot of like female music artists back in that day rocking that type of style. To know that she was one of the ones that headed it is really like cool to me. So yeah. Um, so she also maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA at Detroit High School for the Fine and Performing Arts, and she graduated majoring in dance in 1997 and worked on a soundtrack for Disney's Anastasia. Um, she performed Journey to the Past at the Oscars when she was only 18 years young. And then in 1999, she began filming her first big film, Romeo Must Die. And from what I remember, because I know I just did a thing on, I just did a session on DMX. From what I remember, DMX was on this soundtrack. I believe so. So, um, and that this movie gave us the single "Try Again," my favorite, and it's like a pretty like solid, like it's really a work of art. Um, in that film, she picked up a cool $1.5 million, and now that she approached like a legal age, she was swatting away like these like rap stars left and right. Shaq lied on radio saying that he had slept with her, and even Jay-Z tried to date her, but he was promptly put in the friend zone. Um, Unfortunately, Jay-Z would have to wait for Beyonce, so you know, sucks to be him, I guess. Instead, it was Jay-Z's pal and co-founder of Def Jam, Damon Dash, who won Aaliyah's heart. And they weren't able to spend a lot of time together because they had hectic work schedules. But word around was that it was true love. So 2001 was a very busy year for Aaliyah. Her label kept rushing her to finish the next album. Plus, she was lined up to start shooting her next movie, where she played a. Oh, this is Damon Dash, by the way. Okay. So she was lined up to play for her next movie, where she was going to play a vampire goddess with a payday of $5 million. Um, so yeah, man, she's really doing the work. And so her producers wanted to cast her in the two sequels for The Matrix, actually. So we would have seen Aaliyah in The Matrix as well. Like she had a lot of big stuff going on, man. Aaliyah in The Matrix would have been dope. Yeah, so much good stuff. So yeah, so that's the age ain't nothing but a number. And then Aaliyah auditioned for Family Matters. My bad, I got these in like um a weird order. So Aaliyah was flying back from the Bahamas after finishing the music video shoot. Eager to return to States, her crew boarded a smaller plane than the original one, booked and loaded it with all their equipment. The plane was nearly 700 pounds over its limit, and the pilot seems to have been enjoying his downtime while in the Bahamas because traces of cocaine and alcohol were found in his system. So only 200 feet after takeoff, the nose dipped down and the plane crashed and exploded. Those who witnessed the crash stated that it was a horrific scene, and just the plane practically disintegrated. So, R.I.P. her, man. Um, and after that, um, everybody pretty much paid homage to her and recognized how great of a career she had, So, yeah, that's just like the rundown of maybe like, I guess, just a quick synopsis of what her career was like as a whole. I'll say that. Um, However, I wanted to dive into just showing you guys what what other celebs had to say about her, right? So let's have a minute of that. So this is DMX talking about his moments with Aaliyah. I showed a clip about this before, but this is like a different clip where he's specifically like, yeah.
A couple of like very, very
Can y'all hear this?
moments of Aaliyah.
Can y'all hear that? I want to make sure before I continue. Just let me know in the comments. Then we can keep it going from there. Let me see, I might be messing around. Okay, cool. All right, I'll just load it up anyway. I'm sure somebody will let me know.
A couple of like very moments of Aaliyah. Oh, actually, get more than that. But the first one I say was after my part was up and I was leaving, and I was not gonna chill. She was in hair and makeup trailer, and I was not gonna tell I was leaving. And she gave me a hug. And I was like, okay, like, yeah, okay. And so then when we did the song, everybody wanted me to be like, yo, listen to Lee. I'm like, yes, let's get it. So we shoot a video, like, I was married at the time. So I brought my wife and my dog to the video set. And wifey's holding the dog, like way over there. And there's a scene when I'm sitting on the top of the bench and she's sitting between my legs, so she got her t-shirt. I mean, at least I had on a jean jacket. So in between takes, I was like warming her arms up, you know what I'm saying? Like
sometimes, you're just trying to warm a friend up, but it was a little bit too cozy. We had this connection that was just like insane. Like he would feel my energy. And I mean, I had that dog and I really wanted to just let it go, to be honest with you.
And I just feel the stare coming from wifey over there. Like I just glimpsed it at this,
Okay, cool. I think that's enough of that.
Have a couple of.
Now here's some more celebrities in 2001 talking about Aaliyah.
Man, I want people to remember her smile. Her smile. This whole her legacy lives on, man, and everybody know that she was a sweetheart. She wasn't an industry person. If she just met you, it was like she knew you all her life.
She was just a normal, sweet young lady, and that's with a freshness and a friendliness and an openness that's really what I remember about her. Very, 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 very engaging human being.
She really made you feel, I think through her music, she really made you feel like you really, really was close to her. She had those type of songs that made you feel like when you listen to them, you know the person that's singing the songs.
Aaliyah was so beautiful on the inside as well as out. She was the first artist to embrace Destiny's Child. She was always super, super nice and super talented.
Aaliyah was an angel, a classy young lady. I mean, more classy than I could ever think of being. Sweetheart, I mean, successful. Just everything wonderful was that girl.
Just knew that her star was rising and going to go even further because she was amazing.
Just in watching her work come through, it had a naturalness and an ease to it. It wasn't forced or contrived, and for someone's first film out, I think it's pretty remarkable.
Romeo Must Die co-star Delroy Lindo.
Innocence is a vastly overused word, but there was just an openness to her, and I really got the impression that she really wanted to do a good job on the film. She was taking it very seriously in all the right ways.
Hello, everyone. Okay, here are the nominees for Best R&B Album. Aaliyah for Aaliyah.
1999, Aaliyah was ready for a new challenge. Renowned movie producer Joel Silver was prepping for a hip-hop flavored action film called Romeo Must Die. Silver needed a young actress with enough charisma to win over an audience and hold her own against heavyweights like co-star Jet Li. What Silver got was Aaliyah.
She was a big fan of these type of movies, and she wanted to do a big action picture like this. And so she came down to see us, and besides being absolutely gorgeous and funny and sweet and just an incredible girl, she, said, look, I'm a dancer. I can do all this stuff. Let's try to do this together.
What I remember about is that she was a really nice lady and that she was fearless. You know, so when it came to fulfilling her destiny, or trying to fulfill her destiny, she went for the movies. That was in her heart. She went for the singing thing. That's the desires of her heart. She went for it. So people can say that she was fearless. And she was, a good example for children, like, to follow their destiny.
When I came off stage, my husband William, he came over and he hugged her. And he said, I have something to tell you. And I didn't know what it was, but I knew that it was something maybe that I wasn't ready to hear.
So as a person and as an artist, her music will be something I think will be the test of time. I think they'll be playing her songs and remembering her 30, 40, 50 years from now.
Aaliyah.
Hard to say what I want my legacy to be, what I want people to say when I'm long gone. I want people to look at me as a full-on entertainer and a good person.
Man, it's just so much knowledge to this game from just like, I guess the importance of like keeping grace in what you do and just remaining down to earth and a humble person. Like being assuming or like having arrogance hasn't gotten me much of anything. It's always when I'm ready to put my head down and just take whatever life gives me and just like be present in the moment and ready to learn, when I actually find myself past where I was the last time. And I feel like you can learn like just as much of that from Aaliyah, she was just who she was, and she maintained the grace within that, and she presented herself the best way possible. And I think that's admirable for real.
Man, I want people to remember how.
So yeah. Let's see. So let me go back, and I want to spit off some lesser known facts about Aaliyah. So one of the things is that at Aaliyah's funeral, 22 white doves were released to symbolize each year of Aaliyah's life. So I thought that was really like a romantic and like a sweet thing for her. Also, it's like I said before, Aaliyah was going to be Jessica in Honey before she passed, and that would have been amazing. Let me see. So Aaliyah sent a video message to her grandparents when she asked her to miss their party. There was a video message that Aaliyah sent her friend's grandparents when she asked her to miss their party. And so she said, I'm sorry I had to steal your granddaughter away from you on this special day, but I needed her, and I hope you have more great years together. But little did she know that it would be the last time they spent time together, period. Aaliyah had her mom, dad, or brother on every shoot, apart from on Rock the Boat. And I think that's like, I think that's important for like, just like keeping somebody who's going to keep you humble and down to earth with you at all times. I think it's very important, really. Her name was after a Swahili word meaning most exalted one. So that's really interesting. And so she was very quick at recording songs in the studio. Missy Elliott said she'd leave the studio for a minute and come back, and she would have finished the whole song. And she was like a hard worker that way. So thought it was good to highlight those like just individual parts of kind of what brought out, you know, who she was as a person, her personality, and yeah, just like amazing, really, like really inspirational, really amazing person. That I think we can all learn a lot from. So yeah, man. Oh, that was my session on Aaliyah. Um, I'm happy I got to talk about that, and I wanted to speak more on just like the importance of keeping like grace within your character and not letting anybody get you out of your character. I think Aaliyah is a good representation of that. Um, I think like Miss Joni as well is a good representation of that. Because like she's like you don't let. I feel like for both of them when it's like they choose to exude an energy, but it's always under their control, you know, um, and like it's always purpose behind it. And when you realize that you can like weaponize, um, like having control over yourself, in a way to which nobody can get through to you, and you can always have a level head and be calm, in situations that are stressful, then you're a lot more useful just everywhere. You know, like people can come to you for advice. You can follow your own advice a lot easier, when you have control over yourself. And yeah, I think something I'm gonna take with me. You know, because like when I'm doing the studio and all that, you know, I got to deal with a lot of different personalities all the time, and it's good to know like, okay, um, right now you're the authority in the situation, and you got to, you know, pick up the best thing and the best way to move forward for all of us. And accepting that responsibility means you got to keep it cool, and um, along with that, you got to be able to be comfortable in who you are without having to like overdo it or be extra or any of that, to try and please. Um, and I've learned a lot about people pleasing, and I can tell you firsthand, it does not work at all. It's like an illusion, you know. So yeah, um, that was my session on Aaliyah, y'all. Really excited to bring that to y'all. Um, want to say, for anybody interested in the studio, I'm up in there every Wednesday and Friday. Holla at me. Um, Studio is free for heartbeats. So if you're interested in recording music, or if you're interested in, um, recording music, you need somebody to guide your creative vision. Um, you need really anything. Like I know that spaces can be rented out as a podcast room as well. So if you need a podcast done, just let me know, really, and let's get something popping, bro. Also follow us at Heart Smiles Music, y'all. That's where I post all of our updates, my time in the studio, events when we have them, stuff like that. So it's keeping up good with the Heart Smiles fam. Yep. Oh, all right, Miss Joni, that's me.
Yo, this probably was my favorite one. I know I keep
Oh,
saying
really?
that, yo. I know I keep saying that every time, yo. But this, yo, yes, yes, and yeah. Thank you so much for doing this one, yo. Like that, yeah, yo. You done took it to another level.
Yeah, and I got to learn a lot about her too, along with how to pronounce her name, like most important of all. But yeah,
Yes. I still remember, yo, yo. See, now you taking me back, yo. You taking me back. But thank you so much for this, Beats. I really appreciate it. And like y'all, even if you don't need the studio space, yo, tap into your friends that might need it, yo. Put them onto Beats because it don't get no better than that, yo. So let that man make his money, yo. Send them referrals, yo.
refer to me, y'all.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Beast. This was amazing, yo. I love this one. This was like
Yeah,
my favorite.
no problem at all.
All right, we'll see you next time.
All right.
All right. Y'all, Aaliyah, yeah, my man's did that, yo. Listen, man, Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Go be productive, y'all. Go be productive, y'all. Go work on something that is attached to your goals, your version of success, y'all, where you want to be. And if you ain't got no goals, you already know, y'all. That's a bigger problem right there, yo. Don't hit me up, though. Hit up Cam Gotti or somebody else, another one of these OG Hub Beats, yo, and let them help you with some goals, yo. But make sure that you are using your time, yo, and your energy intentionally. How many times we done said that today, yo? Intentionally. You got about what? 2.5 more hours left worth of work, yo. Go get it done, yo. And y'all know I beg y'all every single week, yo. Get me some hot beats from them schools that can't read, yo. I love my polys. I love my westerns. I love my cities, yo. But get me some hot beats from them schools that can't read, yo. It's our responsibility, yo, to make sure that we getting at least one, yo. At least one. That's it. That's all we asking for. But hopefully y'all gonna be rocking with us this Saturday at the event we got going on, yo. Gemma said we full, so if you're not rocking with us, then you might not be rocking with us. But y'all already know. I'm gonna see y'all at the next thing. Y'all already know how we do and what we do. I'm out of here.